Okay guys, I know you like your news raw, so here's a raw news. Ooh, welcome back guys, it's the Raw Geek here. Yes, a raw news today, so let's start. Okay guys, we've got quite a bit of Nintendo news to go through, so I thought I would start the video by kind of apologising a bit to Nintendo, because I do give them quite a hard time in some of my videos. I do take the mick a little bit, and a lot of it is deserved, but not wholly, not completely deserved. Guys, don't get me wrong, I loved Nintendo growing up. I played lots of Nintendo games, had the consoles, and you know, they're doing well. They're doing well, right? The problem I mainly have with them is quite a lot of the time it's the same old stuff. It's, you know, Mario 100, Mario Kart 1000. You know, oh, it's Mario, but this time he's wearing a different hat. It's just like, really, like they've got no original ideas sometimes. But in other ways, they're really original. The thing you have to say about Nintendo is they've got survivability. They've got steadfast ability, or you know, something like that, ility on the end. Yes, perhaps they've got no dignity, but they just don't know when to quit. I don't think Nintendo has ever heard the bell.
I didn't hear no bell!
Yes, despite sometimes it looking like they're going to go under because, you know, where are their profits going to come from? They're still going and they're having a really good time of late. They're doing really well money-wise. I think this is like the first time they've had a good profit for a number of years, and they're just not going to go away. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I mean, let's go back a bit to when they first started consoles and things like that. I mean, the NES and SNES were iconic. People still love retro games. So much so that they made the mini editions, which are like gold dust. And of course, people have got their own RetroPie consoles or play emulators online or whatever. People just can't get enough of them. The retro scene today owes a lot to Nintendo. And then you had things like the N64, which was just crazy good at the time. Had games like GoldenEye and, you know, the first 3D Mario that you've seen in Mario 64. And it was pretty damn good. You then got the GameCube, which is also really, really cool. I mean, it had games like Rogue Leader Squadron Leader 2, Rogue Leader Squadron 2, Rogue Squadron 2, you know what I mean, the Star Wars game. It is amazing. I think it's one of my favourite games I've ever played. Whenever someone mentions the GameCube, I always think about that game. It even let you do things like hook it up to your Game Boy Advance so you could transfer things and have it like as a separate readout. Like you could do things like if you had the Sonic game, you could get your chows onto the handheld console so you could like level them up better, put them back into the game so they hatch better, or power them up. I can't remember exactly what you did, but I just remember having both Sonic games on the GameCube and the GBA and transferring them, these chows, to the Game Boy Advance, and I was like, this is amazing. This is very, very clever. Of course, the Sega Dreamcast has a lot to say about that, but still, it was cool. And then came the Wii. Now, love it or hate it, you cannot argue, you can't deny that the Wii didn't revolutionise things. Although very gimmicky and not much place for it now, you know, it got parents playing, people that aren't really usually into games playing. Everyone was talking about it, and like I say, although it was a bit gimmicky, and quite a lot of Nintendo stuff is a bit gimmicky, it transformed gaming. It opened it up to a whole new generation, really, of different people playing it who weren't really into games before. So they did really well with that. It was really clever. But yeah, the fad wears off, and the Wii U was a complete flop. But then came the Switch, and the Switch has just surpassed the total sales of Wii U already. Like, it smashed the records there. It's doing really, really well. And to me, the console looked unfinished. It looks amateur. It looks a bit sort of weird. It's a bit clunky, but people love it. It's really good console. You know, it's mainly for kids, yeah, but you know, it's got good stuff as well on it. Good RPGs on it, and people are really, really liking it, and it's doing really, really well. Like, it's competing with PS4 and Xbox One. It's a completely different thing. It's not the same kind of performance, and it never would be. And yet, it's still, you know, people still want it, and a lot of people have it. So, I think that takes some ingenuity, takes a bit of, you know, bit of genius on Nintendo's behalf to be able to compete with those kinds of consoles, those heavy, hard-hitting consoles, and they've sort of said, well, we're not going to try and quite compete with you performance-wise, but we still think people will love it, and they do. Nintendo Endure. They were formed back in September 1889, guys. Back then they were a Hanafuda company to start with. I think they did some things like Love Hotels as well and that kind of thing, and then they got into the gaming. And like I say, they're just still around, and they are synonymous with games, so I don't want them to go away, even though at times I am exasperated with the same old stuff they come out with. So like I say, sometimes I bash them a bit with the new games that, you know, they bring out, the new games, but they deserve a lot of respect, and this is why, like I say, I'm giving you some news about them today. The first bit, of course, was that the Switch has already outsold the Wii U, and then I'll move on to the other bit of news, which is about their paid service. Now, you can't complain about this because, you know, PlayStation does this, Xbox does this, you pay for some of the online stuff, and the Switch is going to have theirs launch as well. So come September 2018, you have to pay for for some of the online stuff. I think it's like $20 a year, pretty standard. But what's pretty cool is you will then also get access to some of the retro games they've got, so the classic arcade they've got on there. Currently all we know for sure is that it will have Super Mario Bros. 3, Dr. Mario and Balloon Fight, so basically only one of those you want to play. I'm sure there'll be more, but I'm not sure what they'll be, so I can't confirm for you. But I think that's pretty good that it lets you do that. I'm expecting that they'll be similar to the games that shipped with the mini editions of the NES and SNES, so that gives you a fair idea. So not hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, but you know, probably a good 20 or 40, something like that. And there's still yet more news from Nintendo. Yes, guys, who the hell asked for this to happen? A Mario movie. That's right, folks, Mario is coming back to the big screen, but not quite like this.
They're brothers. They're plumbers. Oh no.
No, this time around it's going to be an animated movie. They're teaming up with Illumination, and they're responsible for the likes of like the Minion movies. So, you know, it's basically aimed at kids, and I'm not sure I'd watch it. But news nonetheless, they're going to be, you know, making movies. It sounds like they've got a plan to make more. So maybe there'll be like a Nintendo Cinematic Universe, an NCU. I don't know, maybe. What do you think? Are you a fan of the idea of that? I don't know. Could be okay. And then finally, they brought Mario Kart out on mobile or something. I mean, that's not surprising. I think if they could get away with it, they'd try and bring out a version of Mario Kart for a potato, because they've just done it so many times and everything you can think of. So yeah, who cares? Sorry, I'm supposed to be not bashing Nintendo, so I apologise. Nintendo, we love you. Keep going. Keep doing your thing. I mean that. And then some other news, again, game related. This is about Red Dead Redemption 2, which I'm looking forward to because the first one was brilliant. We've finally got an actual release date. However, it has been delayed yet again. So originally it was going to be out in autumn 2017, or fall, whatever you like to call it. And then they delayed it and pushed it back to spring 2018. And now they've delayed that and pushed that back again as well to again sort of autumn time 2018. Well, not sort of, because we've got an exact date for you, as I just said, and it is October 26th.
We'll need an extra gun.
This place ain't no such thing as civilized.
Yes, guys, on October 26th, we can giddy up, get on our horses, wreak some havoc across the Wild West, and I'm looking forward to it. First of all, it's coming out just on the Xbox One and PS4. Don't know about PC. I'm going to play it on Xbox One, well, my Xbox One X, because I might as well use the console, costs a bit of money. And I've always played Rockstar games on Xbox for some reason, don't ask me why, but the GTA games and stuff like that just happen to have played on Xbox, so that's what I'll be doing. But don't worry, because if you've got a PS4, there's a game you can play before that, because it's been delayed, but you can play this one in between, and it's God of War or God of War 4. Yes, this is out on the 20th of April, so spring, so we can play that in the meantime. And this time Kratos has decided he's had enough of killing all the Greek gods. He's done that, they're all dead. So he's heading over to Scandinavia, and he's going to take on the gods of Norse mythology and other creatures of Norse mythology. Basically, he's just going to kill everyone again. I'm really looking forward to it.
Come.
Yeah, this time he's got a son with him, because, you know, I guess everyone wants to play games like The Last of Us. So he's got a son with him. I'm presuming he's a new son. I have to read up where he came from because I don't remember him having a son after the original family he killed. So I'm not sure who is the mother. I'll look into that. But yes, you'll probably be doing bits where you have to sort of train them and they wait and you say you go and then I go and then all that kind of stuff. But basically, all I want to do is play as Kratos and just kill everyone. And then finally, guys, there is a teaser trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, I really liked Ant-Man. Thought it was funny. It's just a great part of the MCU, and I want to see what the sequel's looking like. So let's watch the trailer. Yes, guys. So this is Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp official trailer. I thought it was a teaser trailer. Official trailer. Play. It's quite loud. Ooh.
I just have one question.
What is it?
When Cap needed help, if I'd asked you, would you have come?
I guess we'll never know.
Huh.
But
Love
if
that
you
bit.
had, you'd have never been caught.
Of course.
I do some dumb things.
Oh,
And the people who
house
love
arrest.
the most, they pay the price.
Thanks to you, we had to run.
Huh.
We're still running.
That's
Let's go.
What? I hope there weren't people in there. Nice, I like that. Oh, no.
Maybe you just need someone watching your back.
Yeah, girl.
Like a partner.
Hold on. You gave her wings and blasters.
Oh, what?
So I take it you didn't have that tech available for me.
No, I did.
How you gonna play me like that? Yeah. Hello, kitty. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, more of the making funny things small and big and that kind of stuff. But I'm okay with that. It's good. I laughed, and I'm looking forward to that. Ant-Man was a brilliant movie, really, really funny. Where does it take place in the MCU timeline? I might have to research that because it didn't seem that obvious. Yeah, I'm not too sure because clearly she wasn't involved in Civil War because he asked. So it's after that, but it doesn't seem like it's after Infinity War. It's definitely before Infinity War, I'd say. So it's in between, you know, Civil War and Infinity War. It's around here somewhere. Not 100% sure. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see exactly where they fit in, exactly what movies they're in, what part of Infinity War or, you know, Infinity Gauntlet, whatever they'll be in. But anyway, that looks cool. And yeah, I want to see that. And soon is Black Panther, so I'll be watching that soon as well. And I'll probably do some sort of review of that. I presume the last Infinity Stone won't be in it. But it might be. But we'll do like maybe a little video about that. So what are you looking forward to? What do you like about what you just heard? Let me know in the comments and that kind of stuff. So guys, that about do it. Click like if you like that. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, if you're riding a bike, don't look at a Pez dispenser with a Hello Kitty head on it and think that's not a threat to me driving around, because someone might make it go really large and then you fall off your bike and it'll be all scrapey and hurty and you won't like that. Okay, bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome. But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.